All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Adams Brothers Podcast. This is no doubt the hottest podcast in the Tri-County area here of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. The hottest podcast, the Adams Brothers Podcast. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Broadcasting to you live from sunny South Florida, exit 42, Deerfield Beach, Florida. It's the start of the week. Well, actually, Sunday is technically start of the week. I believe it is. Oh, whatever. Thank you for joining us here on our podcast. We're going to be going over some stuff about a little bit about Pompano, the BSO contract. We're going to be talking about how they want to change the elections here in Deerfield Beach. And we may even take a call or two. We're only going to be on here for 1 hour, okay?
We'll take two, maybe three calls.
So we're only going to be on here for 1 hour. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to be on here all night. So let me lower this intro music. And have it playing softly in the background. So, again, welcome to the Adams Brothers Podcast. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I know it's been busy for us these last few weeks, man. We've been attending wakes. We had friends that's, their husbands and wives have passed away. And it seemed like every weekend we've been going to a wake or funeral these last 3 or 4 weeks, man. It's like every weekend is somebody that's close to us that's passing away. We had Bertha Jones. She passed away. And then who else did we have? Hattie Perry. Last weekend, week before last, and then this past weekend here, we had our neighbor Paul. I can't pronounce his last name. Calvalius.
Yeah,
I think that's close. But he was a very nice neighbor of ours. He passed away unexpectedly. And
I want to say one thing.
This weekend, we got Sharonda. Sharonda, what was Sharonda's last name?
Allen, wasn't it?
Sharonda Allen. I got her. Thought I saved it here. But Sharonda passed away, and they have her homegoing services this weekend. So it's been like every weekend, man. It's been somebody every single week. So be glad when it was when it's all over with. So yeah, go ahead. What you got to say?
Yeah, and I want to say too on note when Daryl was saying about our neighbor Paul and Bertha. A lot of times when people just be very careful when you go to the hospital when they send you back home. Just be very careful about that. If you're not feeling up to par, don't leave. Stay there. Because I know in a lot of cases, from what I'm hearing the last few weeks, people went there complaining about something and they did not keep them overnight, but they sent them back. And that was happened to our neighbor Paul. Definitely, they sent him back home. And time he got back home, he
said he wasn't feeling right.
Well, again,
something is not right.
Right. Yeah. And this time they took him back there and took him back to the hospital again. And by that time, he didn't make it. So I just ask everyone, if you go to the hospital for something, if you're not feeling normal, don't leave. Stay there. Don't dismiss it as gas or indigestion or something. I think everyone know their body and they know when something is not right, but just don't come back home if you're not, regardless of what they're telling you. If you're not feeling all the way up the par, just don't come back home. Stay
and
there.
If they don't want to admit you, go to another hospital.
Right.
Don't don't leave and go home, because he didn't stay home long. He told his wife, something is not right. I'm not feeling well. And then they took him, to the nearest hospital here.
Yeah.
And she told me we were standing in my backyard, and our homes are next to each other, and we were standing at the gate, and she said he didn't get to the hospital good, and he passed away. And she was crying and everything, and it was so sad. We went to the wake on Friday, man, and that was to hear the family members like just wailing and crying out so loud, and man, it was.
Never saw anything like that in my life
me
before.
Either. Never.
I've
heard people cry at weddings and funerals before, but not like this.
Not like what I saw Friday. That was very disheartening. It overwhelmed me.
Yeah. So
I mean, it did. The wailing of the family. I never heard that before, and I've been to a lot of funerals before, and I hope I don't ever have to hear that type of wailing again. It was very sad.
Yeah.
But we're gonna miss Paul, our neighbor. He was always giving us coconuts, and we'd always just stand out.
Mangoes. I don't eat mangoes, but he was giving them to me, and I would take them into my job and put them on the table and give them away.
And he was always just stand out. He was just a good neighbor that would just stand out and just talk with you. You don't find too many.
He would trim the hedges real nice. He block them up real nice, and he still working, so he did, the yard work on his days off, so gonna miss him.
Gonna miss Sharonda too. We watched Sharonda. We remember when Sharonda was born. Sisters of Joanne Tony, the late Cassandra Scott, Lashella Anderson, Bonnie Allen,
Lorenzo
Allen,
Bonnie Jr.,
Dee Dee. I remember when Sharonda was born, so gonna miss seeing her. Every time she would see me, she would always just go to smile, and so gonna miss her too. Everyone from our old neighborhood, behind the Club Bailey Diamond Club, in that area over there.
Yeah. So again, our condolences goes out to the Joanne, Tony, and her family, Lashella, Bonnie, Dee Dee. I'm sending our prayers to you, and Paul Cavaliers, his family as well. So we're gonna move on. I guess what you want to talk about, the meeting?
Yeah, actually, they're gonna have I was just looking at it, special city commission meeting, and that's gonna be tomorrow, July 21st. 2026, and that is gonna be at 7:00 p.m. in the city commission chambers. And what we're looking at now, definitely it was courtesy of the Deerfield Politics Facebook page, so we pulled that off of there, and that is some of the information if you want to speak tomorrow night, or just giving you a lot of details about tomorrow night's meeting. But I thought, when was the last time did we have a commission meeting last Tuesday?
It was a workshop.
Last Tuesday?
I believe it was a workshop. I don't know if that was a commission meeting. I thought it was a workshop.
Right. And I know.
But I could be wrong. But I think the commission meeting is Tuesday.
It can't be tomorrow.
But they have something on, they have a voting on the issues on. I saw April Bolowich, I believe.
That's tomorrow. Isn't the special meeting on everything tomorrow, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, on the other slide.
I believe it's this one here.
Yeah, that is gonna be on for tomorrow. These are some of the terms for the election. It's very interesting. I want people to read this. It's blown. We zoomed in on it, but thanks again to the Deerfield Politics.
It's kind of misleading too.
I think Miss April put that up there. But thanks whoever put it up. We thank you always for the additional information.
Yeah. Tomorrow is a special city commission meeting, April Bolowich says.
Okay. Yes, and they're going to talk about definitely about everything going on the ballot in November. But to look at this, I mean, look at this.
Whose
What we
term
see
would
here.
otherwise have expired following the March 27 municipal election are hereby extended by approximately 20 months and shall expire upon the qualification and not taking of the oath of office by the successors elected at the November 28 election. No election for Group CA shall be held in March 2027. No election shall be held. So that eliminates, if you wanted to run, if that passes, that disqualifies you.
If I wanted to run, I'm in it right now.
Yeah,
I invested in this campaign. So why would they do that? Why would they do that? And I'll let you finish reading.
And I remember, it goes on to say the extension of the term provided by this subsection is necessified. It's kind of blurry on the screen here.
Exactly.
Solely by the change of the election dates and requirements to preserve staggered terms and does not otherwise alter the 4-year term length applicable to future office holders elected to Group A seat. In the Group B seat, the underline in red says the terms
read the whole thing, actually.
The terms of all persons serving in Group B seats on the effective date of this amendment whose term would otherwise have expired following the March 2029 municipal election are hereby extended by approximately 20 months and shall expire upon the qualification and taking one of the oath of office by their successors elected at the November 2030 election. No election for Group B seat shall be held in March of 2029. The extension of the terms provided by this subsection is necessitated. That's what it said. Necessitated solely by the change of the election dates and the requirements to preserve staggered terms and does not otherwise alter the 4-year length applicable to future office holders elected to Group B. Any period of extended service resulting from the transition adjustment provided in 1 and I and shall not be counted towards the term limits established in section 3.043 of this charter.
Yeah.
With the little crafty language.
Yeah. I mean,
so you're gonna have to do your homework
before, and you're gonna have to go vote. Everyone is gonna have to go vote and vote this down. Yeah, again, like we said last week, we would love to have. I think we were getting definitely more voter participation if the elections were held in November. But why now? Why try to rush this in right now? And that's the only thing. But we know why. I think everyone that follows politics here knows why they are doing that. We're not naive enough to know what they're doing. And then, on top of that, Commissioner Hudak comes up with wanting to put a supermajority to ever go back to a Broward Sheriff Office or any other entity. He wants a supermajority on that, and that's to ensure that legacy of what they'll
put it in place.
Well, I would have hoped we would have had a supermajority in place when they went over the BSO because they sure wouldn't have had the votes.
No, they wouldn't have had the vote. They wouldn't have, and they know that. So they go ahead and they vote to get rid of BSO. And then once they get rid of it and put it in place, they change it to the supermajority. So they know if certain people win in the next election, they'll be the minority up on the they won't have the votes up on the dais no more, So, if they wanted to change it back, so now they put in the supermajority, and they can't sit there and say, "Oh no, that's not what we intended to do. Yes, it is. That's exactly what they intended to do.
Yeah.
You know,
and the mayor was just talking politics up there on the dais about appointing someone about politics. Like they always say in politics, there are no coincidences, and this definitely is not a coincidence.
No.
This is to block me and whoever else that's running in office, who they think will overturn their decision. This is nothing but chess
moves. These are chess moves. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They're calculated chess moves, you know.
And they know it. And you know, you can't sit here and be a hypocrite on one hand and talk about politics and you put this in place. You know, I thought they were better than that. I really did. I really thought they were better than this. And I mean, my eyes wide open and I'm seeing what they're doing now with this, all because of a police department. This is what you're willing to play dirty over just because of a police department. This is like April Bolick said, is it even legal or ethical or legal? I think I saw on one of the comments on there. Derek McKeever said they are afraid of change. And she said, how can it even be legal?
Just
doesn't seem ethical. It doesn't, Ms. Bolick. What they're doing, I mean, at the last minute, Commissioner Hudak comes out and he throws that supermajority on there. So that tells me they've been behind the scenes talking. He just didn't. If anyone think Mike Hudak came up with that by himself, then you're sadly mistaken. It's been some chatter behind the scenes. They've been sitting behind the scenes planning this for the longest. And I see how they plan now. You know, my eyes wide open and I see, and I heard a comment last week that was made about someone else running, and someone encouraging someone to run, and that's fine in District 2. And if that person want to run, then I welcome anyone to run. It is what it is. But I know what that probably came from. That came from they know that I'm not for Deerfield Beach leaving the Broward Sheriff Office. So I know where certain comments are made from, and that's good. If they want to put another candidate to run besides the one that's gonna run, then do it. This is what democracy is. I welcome any challenger that comes about. I mean, I'm from here. So if that's what people want to do, go to encouraging people to run, then so be it. I mean, I am who I am, and I'm not gonna, I know I'm the best choice for this district, but we're talking about what we just saw on the screen here, and it's sad. I really thought our elected officials were better than that, and I defended them a lot. They just don't know how I have defended them, trying to be fair and defend them. But I see now. I see they're willing to go to great lengths to keep their police department that they're building intact. But you're going to play dirty and do it to try to obstruct an election that's coming up in March of 2027. Okay. It's all good.
It's politics at its best right here.
Yeah.
You know,
they know I'm no bootlicker, and they know that. And they know I'm not a yes man. And I guess they might have thought at first that I might have been a yes man. No, I'm fair when it comes to our podcast, Miss Sanders and anyone else. I'm fair. We're always, anyone come on here, we're going to allow people to speak. We're going to have everyone on here from the mayor, everyone will tell you
we invited him back on here too.
That we're fair. But I'm going to listen to the residents. I'm going to truly listen to the residents in every district. I'm not controlled by no developers or any of those people. I'm gonna do what's best for this city because I'm here. I have to live here. I have to live with the consequences of every decision that I make up there on that dais. It is my belief. Going back to our own police department. So let me be clear. So no one won't go and say how I feel. It is of my opinion that going back to the Deerfield Beach Police Department is not the right decision for us financially and everything that comes with it. That is my belief. So I'm saying it right here, clearly, so everyone will understand that no, I didn't agree with it. But if that was a decision that they made, and I said on here, if that's the decision that they made, I'm willing to work with you if that was the decision. But to come back and try to obstruct an election and then throw a supermajority in there through the charter, through the charter review, I mean, come on. I really thought they were better than that. But I see how politics are. I see. And I knew politics always have been dirty in this city here. I see. My eyes wide open now. I defended y'all.
Yeah, you want to give people the benefit of the doubt and give people a clean slate. And then, they start showing their hands, clearly you can see what's going on before they even put it into place. They're clearly playing chess moves up there. It's chess. They're playing chess.
Yeah.
And we call an ace here. Yeah. We don't back down from anything. When people, commissioners or politicians anywhere in this county or anywhere in this state, they need to be called out. We'll call them out respectfully.
Yep.
Now we don't sit on here and we don't trash them and talk about their families and all and call them names and this and that. But these are our opinions, and we don't. It's not the right time to go back to the Deerfield Beach Police Department. We need new police and fire departments. They're in poor condition. We need buildings. Where are you going to get the buildings from? You need a new public safety building. $100 million, $120 million building. Where are we going to get this money from? How are you going to get it? By raising rates and fees and cutting back on services that you're getting, maybe from two garbage pickups a week, maybe to one. Maybe to one bulk pickup a week to for a month to one a month. These are just some of the things that they could go and go up on the fees. The parking, parking at the beach, they can go up on that. Go up on the how much it costs you get on the pier. It's the traffic school zone cameras is really going to bring in a lot of income.
Well, that's what they were dependent on until BSO pulled out or whatever. They were built that they were helping. That revenue coming from that was helping to build their police department, and that got snatched out from under them. But you best believe they'll be back up before school starts. They're coming up with some type of plan because, like I say, they behind the scenes working right now, and their candidate, who they're gonna support, they can sit and we already know the other guy who's gonna run against me. He's their bootlick. That's what he is. He's their water boy. And I hear people say, "Oh, well, let's not get nasty and let's not." Well, he's their water boy. That's what he is. Him and his associate. They're toting the water for the city.
April Bollywood said, "We need beach littering fines." That's a good idea.
Yeah.
If you catch someone littering, fine them. Yeah, they put money into the coffers. So I think that's a good idea, April. You need that,
And we need new buildings, like Daryl said. We need new buildings for the fire department, for the police department. We need that, and I don't know if that's gonna fly. I don't know if that's gonna fly over by Cracker Barrel. I mean, me personally, I know the devil is in the details, but I would love to see something if it can be worked out. I would love to see something put over there because that area definitely needs development over in that area. I just hope the details and everything can be worked out favorably for everyone. I would love to see something go over there that can be used, that can bring jobs over in this community and everywhere, for jobs for people to come around everywhere. I mean, that's what they were talking months ago about, a new city hall, a new fire department going over there. If that can be worked out, then that's fine. Like I always say, like the devil is in the details. So we would just have to see moving forward. We also know that Pompano Beach has just they're looking into their police department, and they signed a new 3-year extension, and we have that up too, Daryl, right? We can put up.
I'm trying to figure out, why we're only being seen like that on. Derek is saying this is showing.
Yeah, because I know even on the Facebook page, it's showing straight up.
I don't know why it's doing that, Derek.
I don't know why. I know it does that too on YouTube, Derek. If you're on YouTube watching Derek, it should be another another live on YouTube. So click on that. Sometimes when I go on there, I see that little box, and then I see the actual broadcast. So go back on YouTube and you should see the actual, you can see us just like it is right now.
Facebook is good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It might be a little glitch or something. I'm not sure. Let's see here. I've been trying something here.
Let me check YouTube too.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, but I'm not sure why it's doing that on YouTube. Not sure, Derek. You might want to go on over to Facebook. I'm looking at it myself, but I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But I see this. We're on right here. So that's why I say it's two. You're gonna see on YouTube. You're gonna see one with that box, and if you look again, you're gonna see the actual image, just like you see us right now. Because I'm on YouTube right now myself, looking, and I see the one with the box, and I see just as you can see our picture right now.
YouTube there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. See, you have that one there right there with the box. And then if you go over, you see us live.
Yeah. Just swipe over. Just swipe to the left, Derek, and you'll see it.
And you will see that.
Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that, but we'll have to go and check our settings. Okay. So April says it looks good on Facebook. Derek said I came over to Facebook. We'll go back. Okay, let me check. All right. So what we were talking about, the
Pompano signed a new 3-year extension.
They signed a new 3-year extension.
And I don't know if you can see that. Again, thanks to the Deerfield Beach Politics, we took that off of Deerfield Beach Politics. This is an article courtesy of the Sun Sentinel. And it says Pompano backs extension of BSO contract. And look on the screen, y'all, what's circled. Look what's circled on the screen. And it says property taxes would go up in Pompano, would have probably went up in Pompano Beach from about $226 to $677 a year, depending on the value of the home. Now, I'm just wondering, if Pompano, our sister city, which is a comparable city, which is, we usually do our comparables to that city, how is Deerfield thinking our taxes was not going to go up very similar or very close to that $677 a year? Not the $677, but I guarantee you it probably would have been about $400 and something, depending on the cost of the home. I just don't understand what they're trying to sell the citizens of Deerfield Beach. And, come on. Over a petty, over something with the sheriff. Come on. And then, they got everyone involved. They got people there talking about we can control this and we can control that.
They want more control over their own police department.
That's what it's all about, control.
They don't have a choice of the chief that comes here. They can recommend, and this and that. And so they want more control. And fiscal responsibility is what they said, So, hey, we'll see, but I can't see, certainly maybe not the first year, but the second year, they're not going to hit us with everything all in one year. They'll come back next year and max out the fire assessment fee and a public, they'll come up with, and I keep saying that same, like you're saying, Daryl, about that fire assessment fee, they're gonna have to come up with some type of public safety assessment fee for the police department. Anyone that's been here in Deerfield long enough can see this coming.
Okay. And if they don't raise the taxes again, they're going to come up with something like they did with the stormwater fee or the fire assessment fee. Believe me, they're not telling us the truth, and they know that. And they know that we're on to it, but they so hell-bent on saying, see, we can show you that we can do it. I'm quite sure you can do it, but at what cost? What is the cost to the residents? You're still not clear in telling us the salaries of the police and fire. You're not clear on you're not giving us more details to make us feel better. And like I said before, I was willing to support them. I was willing to at least give it a opportunity. I'm saying not me as a commissioner, but me as a citizen here. I was willing to at least take a look, being fair, and take a look at it. But I see what they're doing now. I see exactly what they're trying to do. You know, you're thinking, if we move the election, we can put everything in place. We can put our police department in place, and we don't have to worry about Wayne Adams, Joe Miller, or whoever else that come about can come and vote to overturn it. So okay, so to help ensure that, okay, we're gonna move the elections now. We're even though we had them on here and they all said about keeping the election. The only one we didn't have on here was Commissioner Hudak, but the rest of them, from the mayor to Tom Plott to Commissioner Preston to Commissioner Shinesky, all of them agreed on our podcast that the election should stay to March, and that it gives focus. People can focus more
on Deerfield,
on just Deerfield
issues.
Because if you go look at the ballot, it's gonna be huge. I just got my ballot in the mail the other day for the primary, and can y'all imagine with all these charter review questions, what's gonna be on there in November? So, but again, back to, they were all on our podcast saying they were for keeping the elections in March. So now they behind the scenes saying, okay, well, we kind of know where Wayne Adams at. And we heard Joe Miller come up there too already.
He spoke out against it.
And he spoke out against them leaving BSO. So they kind of got they're kind of thinking. So I know. So now they're behind the scenes saying, okay, well, let's just move the election. If we try to move the election, that'll give us time to get everything in place, and it won't be financially feasible for them to.
And they can't move it because we won't have the votes anymore. So let's just change the game up now and make it harder for them just about impossible for them to do anything, because we want a super majority. And
let's throw that super majority. First, we're gonna throw moving the elections out there. Let's see if that stick. If that don't stick, then hopefully if the election don't stick, the voters don't approve that, let's hope that the supermajority sticks. I pray to God both of them get voted down. I pray both of them get voted down.
It's like I heard Pam Melatello say, the former Commissioner Pam Melatello in District 1 said, it doesn't appear that none of you are listening to the people. And I agree. It's just like they're up there doing whatever they want to do, and the people aren't happy. I can tell you that the people aren't happy, and if it passes, they'll get an extra 20 months in office, and then when election time comes again, they'll try and sweeten up everything and hey, this is what I wanted to do, and this and that, and they'll try to be nice, but everything that's going on right now, people, just remember it when it comes time, whenever that election comes around for the mayor and the commissioners, you all remember exactly how they're treating you. They need to be focusing more on that drainage over there, over on the southeast section over there by Deerfield Middle School. Those poor people over there that's being flooded out. That's what they need to concentrate.
Fix the drainage across the city. Fix those people, so those people houses over there don't get flooded out. But you're behind the scenes trying to pull those sneaky tricks about the election, about moving the election to keep me and others from being elected. And just watch. I'm tell y'all what they're gonna do. They're going to try to ramp up their attacks on me soon. They're going to be behind the scenes doing it. And they're going to be getting people to come on and tell certain people, well, I hope you get elected over there. I don't care who run over here. Everybody that know me over here know I'm about the people and know that I'm fair and there's nothing corrupt about me. I'm no yes man and I'm no do boy. And I don't buck dance for nobody. I'm here for the residents. But we have some great comments. Let's go back up there. I saw some great comments even from Matt Pelletier. And let's go read all right there where it say we were lied to, Sarah Elizabeth, and let's go down and read from there.
Matt Pelletier says, not true. We have total control under the contracts. I didn't know that. I thought I heard them say, that they can recommend.
Yeah.
They give them a few names and the city pick one of the chief.
Yeah.
So who they would like to be the chief, but it's up to the sheriff ultimately to send whoever out of those names or whatever. Yeah. That's how I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong, Matt,
well, and that's what the speaker, some of their supporters got up there and said the same thing too. Let's go to the next one with April Lewis Bolowich.
Said Pompano had a legit evaluation company. Deerfield Beach didn't. And Deerfield Beach will still never gave financial details, like they're hiding stuff. Maybe that's why they're moving the elections. That was April Bolowich.
Yeah.
And Patricia Saunders said what? We have to educate the people on the ballot because a lot of people don't know what's going on and they don't understand some of the language on the ballot.
True.
The language is being crafted up by attorneys.
That's true, Patricia.
Attorneys,
Yes.
And these same thing when at the national level, so on some of these, on some of these questions on the ballot, a no vote means yes and a yes vote means no. They craft it up very well,
People got to do like Ms. Saunders said. People have to educate themselves. You got to, the churches are here. The churches are here, are putting people, the NAACP and other entities are educating people about the language. I see so many people want to come and educate. The voters here in Deerfield Beach definitely have to be educated because they've got their paid supporters out there on the ground out there trying to curry what the city is doing. I'll let you finish, Daryl.
No, I was putting up some of the comments. Matt Pelletier.
Yeah, April Lewis Bolowich said we have a lot of work
the city has a final say so.
Yes, we definitely do. And what Derek said,
he says, y'all do know Deerfield Police came back with the old mentality. There will have to be a neighborhood organized group to watch them to keep up with the way they are operating, pulling public record.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Derek McKeever.
Yep.
But it's
and he said too, let's see if they are serving with integrity. Very true. Matt Pelletier said, stay true to the commission. And Matt said again, the city has the final say so. So yeah, I definitely agree. The next, because I had people calling me the last probably 5 days, and I'm talking about some heavy hitters here. And they're like, I'm sitting back watching, and I see what the city is trying to do to you. These people who neutral, I call them neutral, but they see what's going on. And they told me they're disappointed in the 3 commissioners up there. And they supported them.
Yeah. Some of them said that, that they made a bad mistake by voting in the last election.
And I came on here and said
they made a mistake.
They're not bad people.
Do the same. They won't vote the same way the next time.
I don't see them, and I know people might disagree in the chat with me. I don't see them as bad people. They got an agenda that they're trying to push through because they want to prove everyone wrong who said they couldn't build this Deerfield Beach Police Department from scratch. So they're out there on a mission. They don't give a damn about raising the taxes of the taxpayers out there. Let's just prove them wrong that we can do this. That's what they're trying to do. And let's pull every dirty trick out the book right now. And I don't care if you get mad at me. because I see what y'all doing.
Where's the transparency?
And
Matt
get your
Pelletier?
supporters to come, because I already know that's going to be their next move. What I was saying earlier, they're going to go to putting all kind of stories out there. You don't have nothing. I haven't did anything. I as a man here coming up in this city, I led myself with integrity and with character here in this city.
They already know that. They pull public records. You can go to to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and pull your do a public records request on who's looked up your information or
And I will do that.
anything.
You know, we already talked
And
about
they'll,
that.
They'll let you know. So anybody that you know put in a public record request for your background or your criminal history, hey, it's
Which
all
is no criminal history.
It's all public record.
So whatever you're looking for, you know, it's not there.
Anybody that ran your personal information, that officer has to put their ID, the agency that they work for, and they have to put a reason why they pulled your information. So it'll show that.
Yes. Yes.
And I make it a habit of just pulling going up to filing a public records request
Yeah,
up to
you do.
FBLE, and I check it every 5 years. They'll go back 5 years. So I suggest everybody do it.
Yes.
You know, see what officers or
Whoever
what
ran your
detectives or
information.
what agency. It'll tell you the agency who pulled, who ran your your information. You know, your DL number. You know, every time. You know, you can see everything. You know, so.
Well, we have to educate to November. We got a task to do. We got a job to do. We got to educate the people about what's going on here in Deerfield. It's not just with the police department. We got to educate them too about the building restraints that they're trying to do on the beach. Listen to the people. All I ask is to listen to the people.
And they're not doing that, like Pam Melatello said.
Just
they're
listen
not listening
to the people.
They're doing whatever the heck they want to do up there right now because they have the votes. And then once they put everything in place, they're gonna put a super majority on it, so you can't change it. Even if the election, the people that they want to get elected on doesn't get elected, they still have, you know, even though they don't have the votes, that super majority overrides that, you know. So hey, that's what's happening. You know, Stevie Wonder could see this happening, and he can't see.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody see what's going on, what they're trying
Yeah.
to do. I mean, but like I said on my post the other day, people believe this. I don't know how religious people are. I'm a true believer. One thing I believe, my grandparents on both sides of my family, my mom, my dad, and everyone always told me, once God has something for you, no man or no woman can take it away. Once God has put his plan in motion, which I know that I waited my time here. I was involved over the years, but I waited because it's all about timing when you run. And I know that God has called me to do the work of the people and be honest and fair, because the day, and I just told one of my best friends today, the day that I have to become corrupt, I'll leave. I'll resign, because there's no way at my age I'm going to jail over no foolishness or getting myself or mess up my good name over something. It's not going to happen. But what God has in place, in motion, y'all can't stop it up there at City Hall. Whether you the mayor, the two commissioners, the city manager, the assistant city manager, or whoever, y'all can't stop it. Just understand that.
Supermajorities are so dangerous, the residents will not have a voice. It's all about the agenda. Matt Pelletier.
Yeah.
I agree. And that's why they put, you know, supermajorities in there to silence the voice of the people.
They don't even have a supermajority to fire the city manager. And something else that I like to get looked at too, definitely in the future, is we need true term limits, not this foolishness that they got now where you can run 8 years as a commissioner, 8 years as a mayor, or whatever, 8 years as a commissioner, and then sit out for and then come back. That's not the intent of what I remember being put in place. I don't even know how that got, sneaked in or snuck in or whatever. We need true term limits here to stop this type of foolishness here, to stop some recycled politician from coming back.
Keep coming back.
To just keep coming back. And it's a little clique that's running this city. That has been the problem. We need true term limits. Let's get someone on the charter here. That's how about putting that on the charter?
Well, they're putting all of their friends and buddies.
How about putting that on the charter where we get true term limits, where you run 4 as a commissioner, and if you want to run for mayor, 8. You run 8 as a commissioner. If you want to run for mayor, you run 8, and then you gone. You can't never run for office here again. That's my opinion. I support that 100%. Let's get them out the way. Because as it seems right now, we can get people to come back in there and run after they sat out for 4 years. That, to me, that wasn't the spirit of the ordinance when it was put in place in the first place. Maybe I missed something.
Break that cycle, and then you could come back and do 8 more years.
Yeah, we need new blood here.
Term limits. It's just like the president and the governor. Once you do your 8 years, you go on down the road and do something else. You don't get a chance to come back. It's. These politicians are clearly not listening to the people. They don't. They tell you, or they sweeten up everything on the campaign trail and tell you all these things you want to hear and this and that. I'm not going to do this, and they get in office and they do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah, this term limit here in Deerfield definitely needs to be changed, where they can't come back and run it, sit out 4 years and run. That definitely needs to be changed. If I get in office, I'm definitely going to try to push that through.
Yeah, well, they'll try and put a supermajority on that so you can't change it.
Yeah. It's clear what they're trying to do here. I had so much time now to sit back and reflect, and I see what's going on here in this city now. And I hope we're able to finally put a stop to it. Because I see now.
Chess moves. That's what it is.
I see.
You can sit back and it's clearly they're making chess moves. That's what they're doing, That's why I haven't been going to the meetings, because it's just they'll sit up there and say, "Oh no, that's not what we want to do." You guys are jumping to conclusions, and then 2-3 weeks down the line, that's exactly what they'll do.
And I'm on this right here. I can't even walk right now. So it's frustrating. It really is to see what's going on here in this city here. It is frustrating for me as a lifetime resident here. Like I say, I thought some of the people were better than that, but sometimes power, as the old saying go, power corrupts. And I'm not saying they are corrupt people. I'm just saying power corrupts, and it changes people thinking. I could not see myself sitting up there on that commission in good conscience doing what they're doing right now. I couldn't. Now all of a sudden you came on our podcast and you say you would like to see the elections remain in March. Now all of a sudden, okay, well, let's let the voters decide. Okay, now you want to let the voters decide now.
$64,000.
Now you want to let the voters. I'm quite sure we can come up with something to where we can all find that middle ground to get the elections to November. But why now? Why now? Why right now?
There's an agenda. That's why. There's a person there. They have agendas that they want to put in place. That's clearly what it is.
Yeah.
They can sit and say it's not, it's no, we the Sunshine Law and the Sunshine. It's an agenda. Okay.
It clearly is.
It's a well thought out agenda. They can say what they want. That's what it is. Let's just call an ace, a spade, a spade. It's what it is, And
they're going to go and try to make up some. Oh, they got the Adams Brothers food. I can tell y'all right now that's on their comment.
We have our own opinion.
Oh, they gonna got to the Adams Brothers. No. That crowd on the beach gonna got to the Adams Brothers. No, the Adams Brothers speak in their mind what they clearly think right now. And we agree with everyone that's in the chat what they're saying. Because I already know it's always demonize the other party. Demonize this person here. Demonize that person. I know what goes on here. I've been here in this city long enough. Yeah. We've been here long enough to see what time it is here.
Yeah.
And I just ask everyone, don't fall for that. Because now they're going to go, like I say, I can see where they're going. Oh, again, the Adams brothers going to fail for that Save Our Beach crew. They're going to fail for all their rhetoric. I could just see right now they're going to go in their office tomorrow and get in their little cliques. And they're going to say, we fell for this and we fell for that. The Adams brothers have a mind of their own. We don't need no one to think for us. Okay? But the Adams brothers are smart enough to see what you all trying to do behind the scenes up there at City Hall.
Pam Melatello said, we need commissioners like you, Wayne. We need people with integrity and ethics who want to serve the people, who want to serve their constituents.
Thank
Pam
you.
Melatello.
Thank you, Miss Melatello. Thank you.
Former commissioner, Pam
Former
Melatello.
commissioner, yes. Yes, she was always a voice of reason.
I loved her as a commissioner.
Yes, I did.
I was hoping she would run again. She was
She was always a
up
voice of reason.
and fair, and she listened to the people. And
yes, she did.
Government doesn't listen to the people anymore, and you got to take this anger to the poll.
To the polls,
and when
people.
I say anger, I mean by voting.
Right, vote.
I want to be clear. I'm not talking about no violence or nothing.
Right.
I'm not talking about none of that political violence, none of that stuff. When I say
name calling,
go
all
to the
that.
polls and vote.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
exactly what I'm talking about. Okay,
Yep.
I want to be clear.
Yeah, we don't believe in that name calling here. We believe just go vote. Everybody go vote. And we need to educate our neighbors. We need to educate people in our communities, our churches, our organizations, whatever you're in. Educate them about the height restrictions from the beach, what they're doing over there. I mean, and I just want the people to know I'm concerned about that. Yeah, I'm speaking on the election, but everyone should be concerned about the height restrictions and every other thing that's being done on the beach, because today the beach, tomorrow it could be somewhere else now. So people just keep that in mind now. You know, don't say this is not our fight, because we all residents here in this city. Yeah. So I always looked at things like Dr. King said about when he was making a speech about India, and he was saying about the destiny of India is also in the destiny of the United States, and the destiny of the United States is also in the destiny of India. I live by Dr. King's teachings.
And you know, I understand what they mean about the height restrictions on the buildings and everything, because again, we have a friend that lives on the corner of 10th Street and Martin Luther King. They came and put like a 2-3 story building up literally around the house. And when these people go in their backyard, they got a big building. Like the house is here, the house right here, there's 2 buildings. Just imagine this microphone. The buildings are looking down into their backyard. So right. I can understand what these people, the residents, you know, over there on, you know,
are saying.
The taxpayers, I understand what they're saying. I wouldn't want 2 buildings like that towering over my home, and I don't have any privacy. You know, they can sit on that balcony and look down in your backyard. Right. You know, I mean,
right. And we were told that the ideology of that was to force the people to sell that house that sits there. If you ride on 10th Street and MLK, you'll see the building that they put, I think, by the Brazilian church.
Yeah, right.
And you look up and you go to the east of that, and it's a little house sits over there.
I think the Jacksons own that house, the Jackson family. But yeah, you look at that the house there, it just,
they don't have no privacy no more.
That's shameful. It's like they're trying to push them out. These developers coming here with all this money, and you know, they influence these politicians and pad their pockets and their campaigns, and this is what you get, you know.
Yeah.
And then you got the live local law, you know, that basically gives the power to the developer, you know.
And like I say, we're very concerned. We're concerned about what go on the beach too. Don't think we're not. We see what's going on over there. Like Commissioner Shinesky said, why now? Why the rush?
Yeah.
Why the rush? I believe in development, sensible development. I want to see this city thrive. I want to see it grow. But I also want to listen to the people. And I know when I'm elected, that might be in 2028.
We're one city.
We're one city.
Supposed to be one
We're
city.
supposed to be one city.
Supposed to be.
But you got to listen to what the people are saying. Again, I believe in sensible development. I want to see Dixie Highway grow. I want to see other areas of the city grow. I know people say they don't want it to look like
Boca Raton,
Boca Del Rey
Park area, you know. But
I understand, but over here in District 2, you go along Dixie, it's like stagnant water going nowhere. That area is crying for development, sensible development.
They said they wanted to do some campaign on developing
Dixie Highway.
But look at it now. The police department,
the mayor campaigned on developing Dixie Highway.
The hot topic, the main thing here in the city.
Everything else took a back seat now.
Dixie Highway, push it to the back again, you know.
Yeah.
We're worried about it when
we'll wait till election time come again.
And we'll tell you some.
Then we'll run back to the church. We'll run back to the churches and we'll just fool the people again.
You know, we're finally gonna do it this time, you know.
This is why
it's been lives after lives after lives, you know.
This is why people have lost confidence in political parties, in politics. That's why most people over here, when you talk to them in District 2, they have become so disenchanted with the political process because they see, and the first thing they tell me now, don't be like the other people. Don't forget about us. I'm not going to forget. I'm going to make my presence known in a positive way, not no divisive way. Because you'll never see me doing name calling. I never have subscribed to that name calling.
Matt Pelletier said Dixie needs development from 10th Street to 15th Street.
Yeah,
all the way up from Dixie, from Hillsborough.
Yeah,
all the way down. You know, we need development, businesses. You know, we need thriving businesses to move in. You know, you got to give them, these businesses, some incentives to come here. You know,
something to bring jobs here.
You know, it's just empty there. There's nothing there. You know. Back when we grew up, they had, you know, it was a Front Street, you know, and I recommended a name at the park at a meeting there about a year and a half ago or so. I said, why don't you name it the Front Street District? So I think they went with that, the Front Street District. That's where that name came from, me. And I'll take credit for it. Yeah, I usually don't take credit for it, but I said it was always known as the Front Street. So let's call it the Front Street District. So what's happening to the Front Street District right now? Nothing.
Yeah. I see one question, April, someone said, did I have surgery? No, I didn't have to have the surgery. Thank God I went to the doctor and they told me that I have a fracture in my knee and I have a torn meniscus. So they just told me to stay off of it. Don't put no weight. I'm on crutches right now. No weight at all. Zero. She told me, specifically told me, if you want to heal, give me just do what I tell you for 6 weeks and you'll be okay. If you want to have surgery, if you want to have to be off your feet, just put weight on it. And so I'm doing just what the doctor said. I'm on these crutches, can't bear no weight. So that's where I'm at on that for those who are asking. And if you don't see me, I haven't even been to church. I just been keeping my leg iced and keeping it elevated. And I have gotten out to the store to go get medication, stuff like that. But other than that, I really haven't been anywhere, too many places I haven't been. But I also wanted to say again, growing up on the Front Street area, we saw a bunch of black businesses along that corridor.
Thriving.
I mean, they were little mom and pop stores, but they were thriving.
Yes.
Okay.
Pool rooms, mom and pop.
They were thriving businesses.
Stores, mini markets, you know.
That's
restaurant.
on Dixie. If that's what you're talking about, April, what we're
Yeah.
talking about, the Front Street. That's on Dixie Highway between Hillsboro and 15th Street.
Southwest 2nd Street.
Right.
That was the Front Street.
Yeah, that was the Front Street, up to Second Court.
Second Court.
Yeah, Second Court. That was the Front Street area.
Which is where all dolled up and the Papa D's is, the barbecue place right there. That was from there to north to Dixie Highway was known as Front Street.
They had businesses there. They had restaurants there. We used to go get sausage sandwich, French fries as kids.
Tiffany's, remember Tiffany's?
Tiffany's. It was Staley's Pool Room. It was
record store.
Mr. Son Ruby Barbershop. You had Mr. June President Barbershop. You had Miss Uzel Portier. You had Mr. Aubrey Jones. If people might remember Mr. Aubrey Jones, the Club Bailey. You had all those Black-owned businesses that were thriving, and we were promised in around 1990 that the highway was coming through, and it was going to be better than ever. Business was going to come back. Here we are now. What, 36 years later?
Nothing.
And it's like a wasteland over there. It's like going nowhere.
And then if you want to go back a little further, you had Miss Neal's store, little storehouse there. You had Betty and Rosa. You had the Square Deal.
Had Dixie Market,
DNR.
DNR.
The gas station there, Phillips. You know,
Jimmy's gas station. You had all of that.
You had all of these thriving Black businesses here.
Yes.
And that eventually just faded away, and now it's empty.
And we want to see some sensible development on Dixie Highway.
Just like everybody else.
And I know it's not all the city fault. I mean, because you got people over there that own land.
They won't sell.
And they in dispute with each other within the family. Yeah. So no one is blaming the city. So let's get that out the way right now. Because I'm gonna always fair. I'm not saying the city, because but the city got to do more to facilitate and the people, the business owners, the land owners, trusting them to make that transformation. You got people over there saying to lease the land. You got different people. You got people telling them to lease. I don't know what the solution is. But let's get back to that. That's all we're saying. Because Dixie Highway and the development in Dixie and other places has taken the back seat. I can start one place. Let's go over there and fix the drainage by the middle school so those people's house won't flood no more.
That's what we need.
That's an excellent place to start.
That's a high priority.
Instead of running around here trying to pull shenanigans with the election.
Hey, Diana Rice. Hi, how are you?
How about doing that? Let's fix so those people's houses won't flood over there. Let's come up with a solution for that.
Well, it's all about the police and fire department right now. So that's what it's going to be for the next year and a half, 2 years. And then that'll fade off a little bit, and then they'll start talking about Dixie Highway. And
when election time come around again.
Election time comes up about a year. We got to do something about this. Well, we have already started. Same old circle of conversations we've been having.
And they're gonna send their same old political pimps, as I call them, over from our community. They're gonna send those same political pimps and operatives.
We're not gonna allow that to happen.
To go out and spread their message. They're paid to come out and say this person here is the best fit for this district. And I just hope the people don't fall for it. I just hope the people see through it. See through the shenanigans. See through what's going on right now.
Well,
just see through. See through. And do your due diligence with the election in November. It's gonna be crowded, people. I mean, I would say people vote absentee if you can. I do for my election and for the election. I want to definitely get people to vote absentee. It's going to be a lot on that ballot come November, and people need to do their homework on a lot of issues that's on there. Diana, I wish we had
a pictures of somebody the blue chip. Remember?
Yeah, of all of everything that was on Dixie. Diana, we took pictures. My sister and Daryl used to take a lot of pictures when we were growing up because we lived directly behind the Club Bailey Diamond Club, aka Diamond Club. So my sister and Daryl took a lot of pictures when they were kids. But over the years of moving, my sister passed a long time ago, 26 years ago. Just moving, and a lot of those pictures got lost. We had so many pictures of that area back in the days. I wish I knew. Just even me, I had a lot of those pictures, but me moving a few times before I purchased my house 30-something years ago, those pictures were a lot of those pictures were lost. I mean, I wish I had the pictures for people to see the businesses that we had on Dixie Highway. They were, let me tell you, they were thriving businesses. I'm not saying they were the most beautiful buildings up there, but people were making people were making their living off of those buildings up there, and people were patronizing those businesses that were up there. I mean, you hear a lot of people say, well, that was a bad place to be and this and that. That, you know, back in those days, it probably was in a way, but we lived up there. We lived there. My family, my dad's mom and dad lived on that property since 1925, I believe. They purchased that property in 1925.
Here's an old picture of the Blue Chip. This was it wasn't necessarily on the Front Street District.
Right. It
was on Deerfield Avenue, but this was just one of the thriving businesses that
a little hole in the wall club.
It was a little hole in the wall club. It was called the Blue Chip, and it was on Deerfield Avenue, North Deerfield Avenue, just behind the M&W pumps, going down to the what we call the waterfront on Deerfield Avenue. It was one of the hottest little nightclubs in Broward County for years and years, and it was still there up until I think they tore it down in the in the 80s.
Yeah, I would say the 80s.
The late 80s.
Yeah, the late 80s.
Yeah, it was called the Blue Chip, and we had also the Diamond Club.
Yeah, and we see some of the comments too where Tyrone, Emma Jean's store, that's right, Derek, and Miles Poole. Actually, Miles Poole's owned that store first, and then he sold it to Emma Jean. Everybody remember Miles Poole. He had a brother named Dallas Poole. Yeah. And then I see, as Darwin say, Miss Bessie Brooks' kitchen. Miss Bessie Brooks has some of the best food up there. Miss Ziegler, the Zieglers, Miss Thelma and Mr. Smiley, Ziegler, their place up there. Yeah. We used to get French fries there as kids. The Mouthful. Yeah. April remember the Mouthful.
The Mouthful, yeah.
Yes, the Mouthful was famous for their burgers, their footlong, their footlongs, everything. I mean, that was a bustling area up there. It looked raggedy. Yeah, it needed a facelift, but all we're saying, the businesses was bustling along that corridor, and we would love to see it. Before I leave this earth, I would love to see that area. I would love to see that area get back to where it was, to bring jobs and bring some economic structure here back to this city.
Our parents used to go to the Blue Chip back in the day,
And the Diamond Club.
Yeah, and the Diamond Club. We all went there. So that was the Blue Chip. We'd like to see Dixie Highway redeveloped, developed.
Yeah.
Not redeveloped, but developed. There's nothing there.
We just hope the city get their priorities back together.
All right, that's
what we do. Well, Donna Rice said, okay, Tyrone Hill said, the blue chip reminds you of Blue Thunder in Fort Lauderdale. I remember Blue Thunder in Fort Lauderdale. Tyrone, go back to that comment. So Tyrone comment. And we'll read the other ones too. Don't forget about Homer next to the pool room. That's right. Yeah. Mr. Homer, that's right. Donna Rice says totally understandable.
Totally understandable. Go ahead, you can read it.
Totally understandable, since you know so many people in Deerfield Beach. Perhaps you can help spread the word. We're trying to preserve as much of Deerfield Beach history as possible before those stories are lost. Please text me the photo. Daryl will text that to you along with any names, dates, memories, or history connected to it, and I'll make sure it is shared with our Historical Society archive. Thank you.
Laura Lawrence. Laura Lawrence would have all of that information. She
Yes.
has a lot of information. I don't
Laura
have
Lucas.
Laura Lucas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's in South Carolina or North Carolina right now, but she was definitely the historian here with pictures. She has actual documents. Laura Lucas.
Maybe cousin.
Definitely would never give your phone number out. No, not a chance, Diana.
Yeah,
we don't definitely give out phone numbers on here. No.
Remember, cousin Mary Joyce Philpott. She might have a picture of DNR, Dixie Market back in those days.
Could.
DNR, she might have a picture.
I'll check with Mary Joyce Philpott Morris Daniels.
Pam Melatello said the League of Women Voters has an excellent nonpartisan website to learn about the candidates and amendments. Go to vote411.org. Put in your address and you will get the information about the candidates in your district. Okay, Pam.
Thank you. I'm writing that down right now.
Pam Melatello, Diana Rice said, don't give her number out. We won't. We can't turn the ship around. We can turn the ship around in 327. Yes, we can. Matt Pelletieri says, what is this saying? Too late. I'm going to crank call you down. I'll prank call you down. So Derek McKeever said, we're going to read this last comment down. I need them for this animated series that I'm working on right now about the field.
Good.
Okay.
Definitely. The person, if anyone wants to really get a lot of pictures, contact Laura Lucas.
Laura Lucas.
She's on Facebook. Inbox her, or
she's got all of that information.
Believe me,
when I tell you
she has everything.
She has everything. We can probably find you a picture here and there, but it's only going to be like maybe 1-2 pictures, But Laura Lucas has everything. I think this is one of the pictures that Laura Lucas had, in her archive, and they just kind of enhanced it a little bit to make it a little darker, but.
And Mary Joyce Philpott Morris Daniels have a lot of photos, y'all.
Yeah.
If Diana, I don't know if you know Mary Joyce Philpott Morris, but if you can get in touch with her, she's our cousin.
Yeah.
We can get you, and you talk to her if you haven't already talked to her, because everybody know Miss Philpott.
We will.
She can give you a lot of history here in this city. So she was up there on the front street. She had a business. Her and her husband, Morris. I can't think. Morris. Vincent Morris was his name.
Yeah.
And they own DNR, and she was up there, and she was always taking photographs. She had so many photographs at her house. She is definitely one of the people to talk to, along with Laura Lucas.
Philpott,
Morris Daniels,
and you got Laura Lucas.
Those
are the two people we'll get you in contact with them, and they could provide you. Hopefully, Laura she has a ton of stuff. So, and our cousin Mary Joyce Philpott, she may have some as well, So we'll definitely point you in the right direction, Diana. We're gonna hook you up. I promise you. So
she taught us CPR back in the day.
Yeah, she did. Matter of fact, she taught the whole Deerfield Beach Fire Department,
and she taught us.
She taught us
when we were working there.
For the city, we went for CPR training, and she taught I think she trained the fire department.
Yes, I think.
And I think she had a contract with the city that she would train them in CPR, first aid, and CPR.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was definitely.
Flo Philpott knows that's her sister-in-law.
That's
Mary Joyce Philpott, Morris' sister-in-law, cousin Flo Philpott. Everybody know Deputy former Deputy Flo Philpott.
Yeah, she was a BSO deputy. Yep. She retired about 20 years ago. 20 or 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's about it, guys. We're getting ready to wrap it up. So
remember tomorrow's special commission meeting.
Special commission meeting tomorrow.
7 o'clock.
April said to everybody wear white shirts. I'll be watching from home. I might call in, but I get sickened by watching some of the stuff that they do up there, So
well, we can't let that discourage us. A lot of people tell me the same thing, but we, like Pam, Miss Melatello said, go to vote411.org, and they are nonpartisan they have all the amendments. Everyone, please educate yourself on not just the Deerfield elections, but all the other elections that's going on. Educate yourself.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, man. We want to thank everybody, man, for chiming in. You know, all of the comments. We love your comments, man. You know, we really do. Thank you all for, you know, your comments, man. We love the comments. We read them, and guess what?
And everybody else read
They'll
them.
come back and read them as well. You know, they're gonna come back, and they don't. Some people will never watch us when we're live because they don't want us to see them on here. You know what I'm saying? But thank God for technology.
Yep.
You can't hide. We'll still see you. Okay, so don't worry. You don't have to watch us live, but we still know that
And we see the numbers.
are watching, and we look at the numbers and everything, and the little graphs and everything.
We see that.
We can see all of that stuff, you know. So Diana Rice is 411.org.
Yes, vote 411.org. Yes, I'm definitely gonna go on there myself and look it up, because I'll definitely share that. Thanks for that information, Miss Melatello, and everyone that was in the chat that provided feedback and comments. We appreciate you, and everybody here. We all just trying to make us. We said
Trying to make Deerfield
one
better.
Deerfield and a better Deerfield Beach. Is betters all of us. It makes all of us better people, and it really do.
Yeah. So with that being said, we've been on it. This was a pop-up podcast where we just talk about anything, and we allow our viewers to come on here because we're all frustrated, you know, and we're not on here attacking anyone or attacking the commissioner and the mayor and the city manager. We're not, but we're just expressing how we feel, giving them our opinions, you know, and we're entitled to that, you know. We pay taxes here. We pay a lot of money.
They're not gonna like what we said.
Oh, no, they're not gonna like it, but you know, they have to respect it. Just like we have to respect what they're doing up there. We can't, you know, we don't throw anybody out the meetings or kick anybody off here unless you come on doing some crazy stuff. But we ban the chat bots from out of here, but that's about it. We don't throw people out of meetings, and we don't cut them off, you know, unless you really deserve to get cut off. We let
you talk.
We believe in
all sides.
Transparency. We don't believe in censorship as long as it's we believe in good trouble. Always say in good trouble. All of you out there watching,
Congressman John Lewis,
in good trouble. Good trouble is what we want to be in, not bad trouble, but good trouble.
Good trouble.
And with that being said, we're going to get off of here for tonight. We hope everybody will watch it tomorrow night's commission meeting and join in and get in and get involved. You know,
get involved. Stay involved in this.
Stay
city.
involved. So
every district, stay involved in from the beach. This is not just their fight. This is everyone's fight here in this city.
And finally, remember,
vote 411.org. Miss Rice is vote. VOTE411.org.
And remember, everything that's going on when it's time to go to the polls again, whenever that is, take this same passion to the polls. And we're going to have a lot of sound bites and sound drops to play back when that time comes. Trust me. So thank you all for watching.
We won't tell them, Miss Page.
No, we won't tell them. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you, Derek, and
this
everyone.
Jazz song that you're hearing right now. This jazz song that you're hearing right now is from Derek McKeever.
He went to school with him, played football with him.
He made this nice little jazz song for us, man, and it's copyrighted just for us, you know. So thank you, Derek, man. If you need anything, any songs catered to your specific needs, reach out to Derek McKeever. That's him right there on YouTube there. Yep. Thank you, Derek. Exit 42. Thank you, Matt Pelletier, and everybody. Diana Rice and former Commissioner
Tyrone Hills,
Pam Melatello,
Susan Page,
Patricia Saunders, who else was in April Bolowich? You know, thank you all.
Thanks everyone for joining in the chat. We want feedback from everyone. We do, even the city, if they know they're welcome to come on.
Yeah, but they won't. But we already. That's another story. Thank you all for watching. We're getting ready to get off of here and put this equipment away and relax for tonight. I've been up since 5 a.m. nonstop, and I'm ready to go relax. Thank you all for watching. We love you, and guess what?
We do.
There's absolutely nothing that you all can do about it. Good night, everybody.